Hi Doug. The simple answer to your question is yes, you can do it within Photoshop Elements. First of all, let's open up the image that you want to make as your background, and I've just chosen an artist easel here. Now what we want to do first of all is to make a copy of the background, and you do that simply by dragging it down and dropping it over this icon here. Now you've got two identical copies of the same picture. Go over to your Tools palette and click on your polygonal lasso tool and just simply make a selection of that area where you want your pictures to show through. Obviously, the longer you take over this selection, the better the results are going to be. And I'm just doing it very quickly and very rough because the time restraints that we've got in the video. Right, now turn off the eye of the background copy and simply hit the delete key on your keyboard, and you'll get the black and grey and white checkered area, which denotes that you have now a blank area. Control and D will deselect. Now we want to pick up the magic wand tool again and go into the white area and select all the white area that's all around the outside and the little bit, in my case, just in there. Then we go to Edit and come down to Fill, and we want to fill this white area with a type of pattern. You've got various patterns which you can look at, and just for example we'll pick this wooden pattern here and click OK, and that goes in behind. Hold down your Control key and hit the letter D, which will deselect. Now you want to save this by going to File and coming down to Save As. Go into the folder where you're keeping your images to put into your slideshow, and we'll call this A01. Save it as a PSD file, a Photoshop document. Okay, and click Save. Right, now we want to open a picture which we can put into it. This is one I've chosen here. Let's reduce it. Use your move tool to move the picture right over to one side, and now we want to drag this picture onto here, and we simply left click and hold and drag over, and there it is in the corner. Now we can get rid of this one here because it's only taking up memory that we will need. Hold down your Control key and hit the letter T, which will make the transformation selection tool around the outside of your picture. Click onto here and you'll see that you have now the whole of your screen to work on. Grab hold of one of the grab handles in the corner, hold down your Shift key and drag it down. And you're dragging it down now in proportion. If you didn't hold your Shift key, then it would become distorted. We are going to distort it, but not just yet. Right, now place it roughly into the position where you want it. Go into the center of your selection area and right click, and you'll be presented with a menu. Go down to Distort. Now it's capable of pulling this in the direction that you want it to go. And go just outside the easel, the blank area, the checkered area. Go outside of it a little bit, and you see that you can have great flexibility now to exactly where you want it. We'll make it a little bit larger and a little bit larger this way. Okay, double left click in the center here will make the transformation selection go away. Turn off the eye of the background copy and you're left with just this one. Once again, we'll save this by going to File and coming down to Save As. And we're going to call this number 2. It's going to be saved as a PSD file, so we can click Save. Right, the next part of this tutorial will take place in the producer. Okay, Doug, now we are in Proshow Producer and we'll continue the tutorial. Right, the first thing that we want to do is to have a nice blank background, so we'll drag down 3 of these which I drew earlier. Let's have a 4th one. Right, now on top of this we'll have the easel that we took the center out of before. Drag it down, hold down your control key and drop it there. Now we want to drag down the picture of the girl which we made into the proper perspective. Hold down your control key and drop it on top. Double left click onto this particular slide will bring up your slide motions. The first thing that we want to do is to put the girl behind, so we'll go to Layers, select the girl and bring her down 1, and now she sits behind the easel but on top of the background. Go to Motion and we can resize the girl a little bit and make her fit very nicely in the frame canvas area of the easel. Go to the word copy here and copy start to end, which will make this picture identical to this one. Okay, now we want to put the easel into the next slide. So we go up here and we select the easel picture and we come down here to copy and we copy end to next slide, which means that this picture will be copied to the next slide in your slideshow. And if we click done, you'll see that it's sitting there on its own. Right, the next thing is we want another picture to bring in, and we'll bring in the picture of this young lady here. Hold down your control key and simply drop it on top there, and as you can see it's sitting right on top of everything where we don't want it. We want it behind. So double left click on the picture here, go to Layer, select the picture that you want to bring down below the frame and bring it down below. Click into Motion so we can place it nicely in position where we want it. Okay, let's place it there, and this one we'll place it a little bit more to the side and up a little bit so that we've got a little bit of movement going on there. And we'll make the movement a little bit longer. We'll change it from 3 to 5 and click OK. The transition between, we'll pick any one you'd want really, say this one here, and we'll make it a duration of 6. I can't show you in this video tutorial exactly how it moves because unfortunately the two programs don't work that well together. So I'll leave you there and you can carry on watching the slideshow and you'll see exactly how it moves.